It's always a good idea to look at things from a new perspective. Today, we'll be sharing our recommendations for what we think Remington Aerial Imagery can do to take their business to new heights.
Our first recommendation is for Jim to build his online presence by investing in a professional website and marketing his services on social media. This would help him reach a wider customer base while also highlighting his qualifications and experience, making his business more credible. This website should include samples of Jim's work, his certifications, and customer testimonials. As an already established and cost-free resource, he should also use social media marketing to build customer relationships through co-creation. This allows him to reach new customer segments while also helping his clients market their real estate. Specifically, Jim should post portrait-style aerial videos on Instagram Reels. Sources like DroneU emphasize that these types of videos have recently become wildly popular online, and tapping into this trend would help Jim reach more people on a more informal platform. A content release schedule would also help him stay consistent in promoting his business. To mitigate risks of digital privacy violations, Jim can give his customers a legal consent document prior to posting content online involving their property.
Our next recommendation addresses the highly competitive nature of the real estate drone industry, which stems from the threat of new entrants. To combat this issue, Jim should become a member of the Vancouver Chamber of Commerce. This would provide him with networking opportunities to develop long-term relationships in the real estate community. Due to this sector's niche nature and its limited customer pool, it is crucial that Jim forms long-term, trust-based connections with real estate clients. This would encourage them to continuously return to his business, becoming active loyalists. Jim can do this by seeking out coffee chats and scheduling meetings with well-known real estate agents. These personal connections will serve as a point of difference, distinguishing his business from rivals, since he will be able to market himself as one of the most trusted drone real estate companies in the Vancouver real estate market, increasing his market dominance.
To maintain these long-term connections, we also recommend Jim implements a contractor-to-employee hiring funnel for the drone operators. In this funnel, Jim's first step should be to hire a skilled contractor to complete a project. Then, if the client gives a good review of their work, Jim should offer them a position at Remington Aerial Imagery. While there's a risk of hiring contractors that perform below expectations, Jim can simply avoid hiring them again. This ensures that Jim has enough skilled drone operators to meet clientele demand and filter out underqualified operators.
Given that this sector also has a limited hiring pool and a high degree of rivalry, hiring skilled drone operators as employees gives Jim a competitive edge by minimizing his rivals' access to qualified human capital. Jim should refrain from hiring employees in his first year and instead hire contractors to familiarize himself with drone operators within the Vancouver area. In subsequent years of operation, Jim should hire a small pool of employees. As shown in the income statement, Jim's independent contractor expense will be higher in the first year of operation. However, this expense will decrease starting in his second year of operation. As a result, payroll's expenses will gradually increase due to hiring employees, while independent contractors' expenses will gradually decrease. Although this hiring funnel may initially be costly, Jim can pay operators on commission rather than on salary while still retaining long-term relevance. In this way, Jim's service quality will remain consistently high on a long-term basis, since his team will be qualified and thoroughly vetted.
Our last recommendation for Jim is to perform inventory and industry analyses on a monthly basis. With technology constantly advancing, Jim must maintain his equipment to ensure that his business provides the highest service quality possible. According to DroneBlog, most drones have a lifespan of around 2 years, and performing consistent analysis of his drones will help him stay ahead of the technology curve. In these analyses, Jim would evaluate the drone's quality and whether they require battery replacements or other repairs. Although repair and maintenance costs are low, a typical professional drone costs around $3,000, and investing in multiple drones could be quite expensive. To mitigate the impact of this high cost, which is a notable weakness in his business model, Jim should only invest in new drones after conducting thorough research of recent drone advancements. Additionally, he should consider selling his used equipment once he has replaced it to receive a small return on equipment investment.
With these recommendations, Remington Aerial Imagery would be able to address many of its underlying issues. Jim's commitment to quality service and long-term industry connections will encourage clients to become active loyalists to his company as a point of difference, thanks to his social media platforms, hiring funnel, and consistent technological analyses. Thanks for listening, and we hope that these recommendations give Remington Aerial Imagery a new perspective.